Jen, and thank you so much for checking out Your Best Work Life. Here it is my mission to help you find fulfillment in your career by teaching you how to get clear on your career goals and communicate your value to help you achieve them. If you are watching this on my website, liveyourbestworklife.com, thank you so much for visiting, and please be sure to subscribe to my email newsletter so you stay in the know on all my behind the scenes tips, tricks, and best advice when it comes to a job search, resume, interview prep, and everything in between. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you are kept in the know whenever I release new content. Let me start by saying Happy New Year and welcome to 2022. I know it's been a crazy couple of years, but hopefully you're at a place where, despite the challenges and unexpected twists and turns that sometimes come our way, you are ready to take on this new year with a fresh set of eyes, a restored sense of energy and focus, and you're ready to tackle and make it happen. So today I want to talk about 5 steps to help you start strong in this new year. First and foremost, I want to talk about getting clear on your goals. So step number 1 is to get clear on your goals. And if you've watched some of my videos in the past, I've talked about some of these topics or some things that relate to this or tie into this in the past, but it is so important. So one of the things that I would recommend to help you get clear on your goals is to do a little bit of brainstorming. Really take some time to jot down some things that come to mind when you think about what you enjoy, what gets you inspired and fired up, and the things that you're passionate about. And really when you think about what you want to achieve and what you want your life to look like a year from now, where do you want to make an impact? Where do you want to feel some fulfillment? What really matters to you, and how can you tie that in to your career goals, your personal goals, and just the things that you want to do in your life going into this new year? Number 2, I want you to break down your goals. This is something that I think is so important to help you really tackle your goals without feeling too overwhelmed. So I think it's a great idea to start with your big goals that you've gotten really clear on, and then break those goals down into smaller, more attainable goals. And a great way to do this is to really essentially reverse engineer your big audacious goals into, again, smaller, more attainable steps that don't feel so overwhelming and give you a place to start. You know, if you're trying to be the president of the United States, you don't just wake up one day and end up in that position. It takes some planning, it takes some career planning specifically, and mapping out what steps will be required to get to that type of position. So the same idea rings true when it comes to your goals. Get clear on them, reverse engineer them, and break them down into smaller steps that you can then tie to a timeline. And I think that's really key as well, because if you have goals for the next 12 months, some of those you may be able to accomplish quickly, some of them may take 3 months, some of them may take the entire year. So get clear on what those big goals are, or those big picture ideas and goals that you want to achieve are, and then break them down so they are more attainable and you feel ready to tackle those big, exciting goals. Number 3 is use tools. I want you to really take advantage of the plethora of information, technology, and tools that are out there. And if you're super tech savvy and you want to use apps or digital calendars and planning tools, knock yourself out. There are so many amazing tools out there, but if you want to just keep it old school and use a notebook or planner to actually plan out your days, your weeks, to keep track of your to-do list, of what your timeline of specific smaller goals are and how that fits into your larger goals, use it. Whatever tools work for you, find them, embrace them, and make them your best friend to use them consistently to keep you on track. I have an old school planner. I definitely use a calendar on my phone and on my laptop and my device. I have, digital as well as actually handwritten paper calendars as well. So use any and all the tools. It doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. You can definitely use all of them. But one thing that I have loved over the course of 2021 was using a tracker in my planner. And each month there were 5 or 6 different categories of things that I wanted to personally focus on, whether that be reading every day, meditating, doing specific workouts, drinking enough water. There's all different things that you may have goals around. Again, these can be personal or professional, but I had a little tracker that I would update every single month for whatever my few areas of focus were, so that I could put a little check mark or an X when I accomplished that task on a given day, so that I could take a look back and realize or really see how consistent I was or not consistent I was in certain areas to help me course correct and stay on track for achieving those goals over the course of a quarter or over the course of the year. So use those tools to help you in really realizing and staying on track and achieving those goals throughout the month and throughout the year. Number 4, I want you to commit to daily action. And it does not matter how small this daily action is, but what is critical is that you are taking daily action. Even if you start to get off track, get yourself back on track. If you miss a day, if you miss a couple days, don't beat yourself up. Just start again and commit to even the smallest step every single day. I cannot tell you how much that effort, that consistent effort, really compounds over time. So be consistent and commit to that daily action. Number 5, this one's pretty simple. You need to start. Now that you've gotten clear on your goals, you've broken them down, you've found the tools to help you implement and stay on track, and you have committed to taking those daily actions to make it happen, you need to actually start taking those daily actions. So I hope these 5 steps are helpful for you as you look at tackling 2022 and really starting strong and starting in a way that's going to create the momentum that you need to achieve your big goals throughout this year. And I can't tell you enough, the more that you can create momentum early on in the year, it will drive your motivation and really inspire you to keep pushing yourself as you go forward into the remainder of 2022. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, please be sure to subscribe to my newsletter at liveyourbestworklife.com and subscribe on YouTube and turn on those notifications so you are always kept in the know on all my latest tips and tricks. Again, today we talked quickly about 5 steps to help you start strong. So I'm wishing you the best 2022. And if you have any comments, questions, thoughts on these steps, please leave them in the comments and share this video with anyone that you think might need it, so that they can start strong in 2022 as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful 2022.